Hello, I just want to take the time to welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. This is the first time that I'm actually doing a video where I'm actually speaking. Um, and that's because I've been feeling really compelled to address a situation that I stumbled upon, let me put it that way. So I'm going to call this a political pause. And I may do these frequently on my channel, simply to bring light or shed light on situations that to me are unjust, unfair, or in some situations just plain evil, and to bring light and awareness in those situations. Okay, so I'm going to call these segments a political pause because there was something that made me pause when I saw this situation. And it might do the same for you. I just want to make other people aware of this particular situation. So Friday, I had a video pop up on my YouTube channel in reference to a woman named Dr. I. Finn, who is from China, and I had never seen or heard her name before. And in listening to the video, I found out that she was actually the doctor that was primarily responsible for discovering the coronavirus in China. I believe she is from Beijing. However, so she's accredited with finding or discovering the coronavirus. And from my understanding is she passed that information on to Dr. Lee, and I believe his name is Williang. Now, he is the first man and the only person that I had ever heard speak or was accredited for discovering the coronavirus. And when I started questioning where this virus came from, how it started, who discovered it, his name and his picture popped up on the research that I found. And it appears that that information was actually discovered by Dr. Finn, and she passed the information on to him. Well, as you know, Dr. Lee, Williang, I believe is his last name, he ended up contracting the virus and he passed away in February. So this clip that I saw was in reference to Dr. I, her discovering the virus, and I guess because of her attempt to bring it to the forefront what was really going on, I guess, and also expose, I guess, a cover-up of the Chinese government. The article was saying that she had disappeared. So keep in mind, I only saw this video Friday. And when I saw it, I didn't even pay attention to when the video was recorded. So the video was actually recorded a year ago, but I didn't realize that until the next day. So when I saw the video and I heard that she had turned up missing, I felt compelled to pray and to pray for her. I didn't know if she had been returned or not because, again, I thought it was something that was very recent. So the next day is when I realized, okay, this video is over a year old, and I wanted to go back in and find out if she had been found and what had happened to her. So I did find out that she had been she was safe. She had been returned. And the original video that I saw was from April of last year, that showed that she had, attempted to expose what was going on concerning the coronavirus and ended up missing. So this, in doing the research that I did, I found an article that was dated in January of this year, and this is kind of what I want to shed light on, is how it indicated that she had cataract and ended up having to have a major eye surgery. And what was really interesting is that apparently the procedure went well, and then I believe 5 months later after the procedure, her retina detached. So as a result of the surgery, she's had a lot of complications. She's almost blind in one eye. And I just really began to think about this situation. I just thought how unfair this situation is. Okay, this woman was doing what was right, and she ends up missing. I don't know. I didn't find any information as to how long she was missing, what happened to her, how she got returned. I have no clue. However, I was outraged when I read the article about her cataract surgery, because it also stated how she was the doctor, excuse me, she was the head of the emergency department at the Wuhan Central Hospital. Okay, so the article stated how there were 3 ophthalmologists. I'm sure they were colleagues of hers and people perhaps that she trusted that could have overseen the surgery that she had. However, all 3 of those doctors mysteriously died. So we've got 3 ophthalmologists that worked closely with her that end up dead. And she ends up having to have this surgery under the direction of another, I guess she didn't have it at her hospital. She had it at a different organization. And forgive me, I didn't write down the name of the organization that did the actual surgery. But regardless, after having the surgery, her retina detaches. She stated that the surgery left her almost blind in one eye. She was very weak. Couldn't hardly move by herself. She needs family to assist her. And also, she could not even hold her own child as a result of this surgery. It was also discovered, and this is the thing about the medical part, it was discovered that they possibly, I want to say, I'm going to use the word falsified. They falsified her medical records in that they made it appear as though the cataract surgery was more serious, or her cataract condition, her eye condition, was more serious than it actually was. However, she didn't discover that until after the fact. And so this eye surgery, it's a possibility that this woman didn't even need this cataract surgery. On top of that, it had to be performed by people that she probably did not trust. Although it appeared that as though it went well initially, it's left her blind, almost blind in one eye, and has debilitated her health. So it just really aggravated me, because I'm aggravated by the fact that when people stand up to do what is right, the oppression that happens, especially, and it doesn't just happen in China, it happens in a lot of places. The oppression that comes when people are trying to do, or do decide to do, what is right, and the consequences that they suffer at the hands of oppressors and people who are determined to cover their sins, their flaws, their mistakes, whatever you want to call it. I just find this to be an absolutely I'm just infuriated by what this woman has suffered and gone through as a result of her telling the truth about this coronavirus and the involvement of the Chinese government. I'm just outraged that something like this could happen in any country, anywhere. The Bible says that we are our brother's keeper. And when people are standing to do what's right and are using their voice to do what's right, they should not be stifled. They should not suffer the consequences of a retaliatory spirit. So I just wanted to make you aware of that situation and pass this video on to as many people as you can. Because somebody has to take a stand, and in doing this video, I'm taking a stand for what is right and supporting this woman as she goes through this difficult trial, and everybody else who seeks to do what is right. Thank you for listening.